What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the PFS Podcast. We are in our 17th episode already, which is
Wow.
awesome to say. I know
Time
we talked
flies.
about that a little bit last week, but it gets crazier every week. My name is Evan,
My name is Drew.
I am Pat.
and welcome. I think this week we're going to discuss what happened last week. Obviously, we'll tell you how our takes went and everything, and then we got some games at the end that we'll get into, and maybe some surprises along the way. So I think let's get right into this. Who's excited?
Woohoo! I am.
Okay. Patriots Broncos, one of the games I've seen recently. I don't know. We had Stiddy versus Drake May. Was 10-3 the final score, I'm pretty sure.
10-7.
7.
10-7,
Stiddy threw a
right?
touchdown.
Stiddy got dizzy on the first drive.
He
Stiddy
did.
looked like a freaking baller.
Yeah, and that 50-yard pass, my boy Mims. My
We-
day one.
We will be talking a little bit more about this game a little later, so we could save some of this for then. Obviously, I thought the Patriots were going to win. I think we should have some of the Broncos guys here talk about what went wrong for their guys.
Matt, you can
You
go.
know who you are.
So
It's Drew
yeah,
and
so
Matt.
the biggest problem is the strength of the Patriots defense is their interior D line, which makes it really hard to run. And as soon as the snow started coming down, I feel like the game kind of entirely shifted. When you know the run is coming, because you can't throw the ball, you got to go right up into the teeth of the defense. It just wasn't working out. RJ Harvey didn't get over 40 yards, which I think is kind of a big tell, especially for him. Every game that I watch where they're doing well, I feel like he's a big focal point of the offense, at least giving him a little break so that they can get into the RPO stuff. That never ended up happening. Stidham started off the game really well. They took a quick shot early to Mims, like Drew was saying, his day one. Then they had a really nice play call to get the touchdown. And then after that, it was like all Patriots in a defensive grinder. Realistically, they were able to move the ball a little bit better. Due to the dual threat aspect to Drake May, kind of changes the game where you can have him go out in the run game and then also lean on your two different backs where you can kind of switch up the pace a lot, keeps them guessing, and ball just didn't move a lot. Didn't take a lot to win. Drake May kind of on a fraudulent path to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Stidham looked good. Like Matt was saying, might have been the better quarterback in the first 2.5 quarters of the game. Patriots rush defense, like Matt said, very good. RJ Harvey couldn't get going, especially once the weather started kicking in. I think, obviously, I won't say too much because we're going to talk about the weather later, but I will say the Broncos decided not to kick that field goal on 4th down before in end of the first half. That would have made it 10-10.
Yeah, and the
different
block
story.
field goal too.
The block field goal at the end, too.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
A lot of what ifs in this game, but I guess we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think people have underestimated the Patriots defense all week or all year, honestly. Besides the one play of Mims, like they were locked down. And clearly Vrabel has a ton of faith in his defense to make some of these play calls, like, running the ball 3 times, getting stuffed 3 times with like 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Like, you got to have ultimate faith in your defense to just keep holding them to no points. So,
Yeah.
Rams Seahawks, the more entertaining of the two games, I would say. It's always going to be cinema when these two teams play each other. The 31-27 final score. Seattle won, like I believe most of us predicted. I think, Matt, you said otherwise.
I like the Rams in that game.
That's 0-2 for you this week.
I would do it all
Philly
over
wins.
again. I would do it all over again.
Drew, do you want to lead this, Drew?
This guy's a funny guy. Yeah, I'll give my 2 cents start off. It was a good shootout for Seahawks versus Rams. I missed a little bit of the first half, but Sam Darnold and Matt Stafford had some great games. Kenneth Walker he wasn't super efficient, but he started off well and really sent the momentum at the start of the game with an early touchdown. It was just shootout, and big thing for me at the end was, I have it listed here, Cooper Kupp Cooper Kupp's catch to get the first down in the fourth quarter. I don't know about you guys, but that looks like a fumble to me. If we're calling Brandon Cooks's an interception last week, how is that not a fumble? He didn't survive any part of the ground.
Hey Matt, can you focus
Yeah,
on us
Matt's
for a sec?
sending a letter over
Well,
there.
you know what's? Are we ready to move on to the fumble year?
I have to get my notes all
Well,
set up.
Matt
We
has
can
to
talk
get
about
back
that.
to an email.
No, I got my notes all set up on the side for when I have to talk.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah,
Are
Pat,
we?
A
Pat,
lot
go
of
ahead.
pressure
Yeah.
with the typing in the background
All right.
mid-talk.
Anyways, yeah, right.
I was
It's
I
I
gotta
was
keep
like
you on your
rattled.
toes, man. I'm
reporter.
taking notes about
Like
your
a
take.
court reporter.
I have
I've
to
never
see
been
how I
more
have to.
rattled. I
I
made
know
like
what,
one
I'm
gonna
hot
counter
take,
it.
saw a look on your face, and you just start typing away. God
Well, but
damn.
anyway, with that fumble, they had the whole thing with the Bro McVay had his challenge flag out, and he could have used it, but he runs the risk of burning another one of those timeouts, which at that stage in the game was huge. But I don't get the assisted replay, expedited review, whatever thing.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so stupid.
wouldn't that step? I feel like that's a spot where has stepped in other games, and you're kind of like leaving McVay, lack of a better term, his ass is out in the wind. He doesn't know should I challenge this or are they going to look at it or what? So that's just kind of a weird, inconsistent thing for me that I noticed.
Well, it's
We've
also
seen
like
plenty of those
with how
inconsistencies this season.
inconsistent. Oh, sorry. With how inconsistent they are with ruling on these catches and like whether they're a turnover or they're down by contact, I can understand why he didn't challenge it. Because those timeouts are extremely valuable and you don't know. It's not one of those things where it's like you got a guy up in the booth like, yeah, this will win this. You
Right.
really don't know. Like that could be 50-50.
I don't know how the replay assistants, whatever, that I feel like they've been stepping in all year in spots like that, and they just
Yeah. I haven't
decided
seen
not
it work
to,
in a week.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know
It
exactly.
just doesn't make much sense to me.
I feel like that's faded off throughout the whole season. Just
Right.
like gradually.
I feel like
Real
it's
quick, talking about the Seahawks here. Number 4 says, poor Tyler Lockett. For those of you who don't know, his entire Seahawks career, they did not make a Super Bowl. They had made 2 prior to them drafting him, and then they let him go at the beginning of this year. And now he is not.
missed out.
Now he is not going to be on another Super Bowl roster for the Seahawks.
Some
Poor
people
guy.
are saying locker room cancer.
For Tyler
Yeah.
Lockett,
Yeah.
he seems like a
That's what-
stand-up guy. Don't say that.
The results speak for themselves. He
Patrick,
comes in no Super Bowl.
Are you
He
mayhaps
leaves
some people?
Super Bowl.
Tyler Lockett is a day one for me, and I think it's so fucked up. He was
How
there.
many day ones you got, boy?
Well,
Matt, I know,
true.
I know these guys. They'll be.
You remember when Tyler Lockett would go down after every catch to avoid taking a hit?
Yeah, and he never
Yeah.
got hurt.
That's not really
He never got hurt.
not really Super Bowl culture though.
Yeah, he's
don't
got
you
a
think?
family.
All right,
You know
well, I'm
what?
just saying,
I like that, Pat.
maybe it's not poor Tyler Lockett. Maybe Tyler Lockett take a
Should
hit,
have taken a
buddy.
couple more hits.
But
Yeah,
in
get a
it,
couple
like,
yards.
he's looking out for the team by doing that because he's like, I'll be there every week.
Well, now they don't do that, and they're in the Super Bowl.
I think he deserves a ring if they win this Super Bowl.
Come on.
FedEx him a ring.
Shut up.
He was there for like 10 years, put in the
Only-
work.
Yeah, all right, Drew, if he was drooling all over himself, that's one thing, but going down to save your health, come on, you don't get an honorary
He
ring for
left
that.
everything on the field. I don't like this take.
No, everything? He didn't. Come on.
He left some on it.
Everything?
Everything's a
He left little
stretch.
on the field.
A decent amount on the field.
He put some of it out there.
He left a little bit.
He
was on the field.
The Pro Bowl is officially dead.
Yeah.
Shadur Sanders has made the Pro Bowl. I don't think it's crazy to say he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the AFC this season, and somehow he still
Who
makes it.
put him in the Pro Bowl? The league
I don't
or
know.
He
I
ran
think there are
voting?
so
he
many
replaced Drake
so many
May
quarterbacks.
because he made.
So many
No, but
quarterbacks were
still.
injured at the end of the season, though. I think that's probably how he ended up getting
I
it.
think-
But still,
The Pro Bowl is so stupid
But-
because like the good guys either they say they're hurt or they just don't want to play or they make the Super Bowl, and then you got shit like this.
I mean, I feel like
Give
it
me
was
two
either
over Shador. in the Pro
It was
Bowl.
either him or Cam Ward, and I would pick Cam Ward every day of the week.
There's
Ward at
really
least
no
started
other
the whole game.
quarterbacks.
There has to
What do you
be
say, man?
more.
There are no other quarterbacks.
Cam Ward. I mean, Rodgers wasn't gonna go. He's 42 years old. He wouldn't want to go.
Yeah.
Bo Nix is hurt. We got benched.
It's
Yeah,
just crazy.
there isn't a
Joe
ton. It's
Burrow.
like
Yeah, it's pretty slim pickings.
Shadur did go
I guess
3
when
and
the all
4,
the
but
I guess the other problem is how many quarterbacks do they have on the roster? Like 4 on each
I
side.
think
three,
it's
3 on
three.
each.
3, I
Three?
think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so 6 and yeah. I think that's problematic.
There
6 is a
has to be
lot.
someone that could make it over him that wants to play in it.
And
Like, what
then,
about CJ
however,
Stroud or something? I doubt he's.
no, he doesn't deserve it either.
Well, Shadur only started 7 games. Like, that's not
Davis
enough.
Mills?
Who
I
are
would
the
give it to
other
Davis
quarterbacks
Mills.
that made the Pro?
Yeah, look it up, Matt. I know you already got your keyboard up.
Oh, man, I forget. I
See,
saw it
this is
earlier
why-
today.
This is why I
Trevor
gotta
Lawrence.
Trevor
All
deserves
right, Josh
it.
Allen, Justin
Yeah.
Herbert, Shador, Stafford, Darnold, Dak.
That's such a drop off from Herbert to Shadur.
But
So yeah,
Darnold
CJ
isn't gonna
Stroud
be there.
deserves it over. Davis Mills deserves it over. Daniel Jones hurt. Mahomes
Like,
hurt.
it was just people like declined it.
Geno
I'm
Smith
guessing
I think some
declined
people
it.
had to have said no.
It had to have been a lot of declining.
Yeah.
had to.
I
be.
mean,
It's
because
such
you
a joke
passed up
now.
on Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow.
They were both, they had rough years. They were banged up. You
yeah,
know?
between injuries and people
the
saying no.
bar is super low if Mr. Sanders is the guy that
Yeah.
you're putting in.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Whatever.
I think Ward makes
and
it
real
over.
quick,
Cuckoo.
Bill Belichick somehow didn't make the Hall of Fame in his first
That's
year. That
insane.
Yeah,
ridiculous. He needed 40 out of 50 people to vote for him. The 10 plus people who didn't should be in jail.
This is terrible.
They should be in
Yeah.
jail.
There was, I think it was a Colts guy who came out that he was kind of, pissing and moaning over Spygate and Deflategate, and I think that's what swayed some people. But still, it's just crazy. I mean,
Tom Brady's going to be a first ballot
Yeah.
Hall
Yeah.
of Famer no matter what.
yeah,
So I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
stupid,
bonkers.
but-
it is a travesty, honestly.
Yeah. I think it's
I
a
agree.
tragedy.
Yeah, good one.
All right. So these are the coaching moves that happened in the last week. Let's go through them real quick. Joe Brady to the Bills as their head coach. Anybody want to talk about that?
Can I say one
Uh,
thing real quick?
All right.
If you want, I mean,
Well, we saw reports that Philip Lip, as I like to call him, he was interviewing for the Bills head coaching job this week. I, of course, gave him a call, gave him a text. I said, "Hey, you need back out. We may need you. We may need you for some pods in the future. Take up too much of his time." So they decided to promote the OC. I'll leave it at that.
why did you do that?
We need him.
It
Evan. We
would be
need
so
him.
much cooler to have him on the podcast while he's a coach.
No,
Yeah.
once he dives into a task, he gives himself to it. He wouldn't
That's
have
what's been
time
taking
for
him so
anything
long to get on the pod.
else. Yeah.
Right.
He would have been like
suppose,
Tyler
yeah.
Lockett. He would have left it all out on the field. Just
Bit.
a little bit of a delay.
Well, so the reason you fire McDermott is because you kind of want to get the stink out of the building of like all the past playoff failures you have, and then I feel like that means like you should get a new fresh face, right? Not promote someone who's been there for all the same playoff failure stink that you have, right?
Agreed.
Is that crazy to think?
No.
Yeah, their owner up there is doing a terrible job.
Yeah, that press conference was bad.
Yeah, the Keon
really
Coleman's
is.
thing.
Yeah.
And listening to the GM the way he is, I think a lot of this, it seems like the GM is getting out scot-free, even though he hasn't put a good team together besides Josh Allen. He's let a lot of players go. Their roster's nowhere near as strong as it has been. And I guess if you're the GM, realistically, I would want somebody who's been in the building to be the coach. That way you can just have the next person to blame when it's time for somebody to be on the hot seat. But this makes no sense. You need something new. Clearly, your
Yeah.
offense and defense wasn't working great if you lost again in the playoffs. And like Pat's saying, you should really restart if you're firing McDermott. Or I don't think that he's the biggest problem.
I don't
Mhm.
know either. And regarding that press conference, How do you feel if you're Keon Coleman, just finished your second year, first-round draft pick, and they're talking about you like you're not even in the league anymore? Like, that's so
Yeah, this is
awkward.
rough.
Like, he still has time to develop. I don't know if he will, but that's crazy. He's still on the team. You're paying him
I
millions
don't
of
even think he's a
dollars.
lost cause.
You gotta hope they let him go and he goes somewhere else and goes off.
I hope
'cause,
so.
Yeah.
I hope.
Mike McCarthy to the Steelers.
How do you
I've
feel
been
about that?
I've been up and down on this hire. You know, I watched his press conference the other day or yesterday, and it gave me some faith. Like he was super emotional about it. 'Cause he's from the area. He finally gets to be on the team he rooted for growing up and everything. You know, he's won everywhere he's gone. He he's had good offenses everywhere he's gone, which is something that Drew, why are you shaking your head? He
Well,
had
I
like
wouldn't
3
say
straight
he
number
was
1
too
offenses in
successful.
Dallas.
He wasn't too successful in Dallas, but yeah.
He had 3 straight number 1
Don't mind me. Don't
offenses.
mind me. You're cooking.
And you know, he has a good history of developing quarterbacks, which is something that they will need in the future, if not with Will Howard right now. So those are positives. His potential candidates that he's going to bring in for offensive and defensive coordinator are not looking great. And I'm hoping they'll be able to figure something else out. But besides that, I'm not too against it. And also, like, people were talking about Chris Shula. Chris Shula gave up 31 points in the NFC Championship game to Sam Darnold. No offense to Sam Darnold, but that's how I feel.
I feel like the CB room in LA has been vastly overhyped throughout the course of the season. I really don't think they have any good cornerbacks, and they kind of got gashed in the air,
Yes, he
personally.
did. JSN's that guy, though.
No, JSN is
JSN
incredibly
is so
good.
Top 5 receiver.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I think the OC and DC has the big thing to do with it. It is kind of interesting that they went out to go get somebody so comparable to Tomlin, which kind of makes me think that Tomlin wanted out more than
Yeah.
they were
See
trying to
that,
can
yeah.
him. I don't know.
I feel like if Tomlin wanted to come back, they would have let him. So it was probably his choice, but I don't know. Jesse Minter for the Ravens. I've talked to some of my Ravens buddies. They seem to really like this hire. And, you know, he put together a pretty good defense down there in LA. Some were
Yeah.
saying top 5. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad hire at all.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's good to get that group. So much talent on it. Get them playing well.
I think people expected more of an offensive coach, but I don't know if it's a bad thing. You know, their defense has been struggling recently. Change of pace.
I think if you have Lamar, I would go defensive coach and just have Lamar be the offense.
Yeah, because Lamar's going to
And
do
go
well
get
no
an
matter
OC.
what, realistically.
And you're the
Yeah.
Ravens.
Yeah, you're a defensive team.
Yeah.
They have so many
Right.
guys on defense,
They do.
and
They're so
Yeah.
bad.
they didn't perform well. Yeah, exactly.
We talked about Halfley and Saleh last week. I think Dable as an OC is a pretty good choice. I feel like he could develop Cam Ward into a pretty good piece.
Yeah. Him with Salah is very interesting to me. Very defensive-minded head coach and then a good offensive mind. Not having the pressure.
I
of
think
being
that's
the
what
head
you
coach.
want. Good little.
I think
good
I
combo.
think that's a pretty good pair.
Also,
Yeah.
Dable, people forget he's great at developing quarterbacks. He was a big reason for Josh Allen's rise, and then Daniel Jones, maybe he was the reason for that too over in Indy. But yeah,
Hey, man.
give
you
Cam
could have
Ward
just
a
stopped
mentor.
after Josh Allen. You could have stopped after
Danny
Josh Allen.
Dimes, Indiana
In a
Jones.
way, he was
Mike
Griff's spot.
McDaniel to the Chargers, I think, is one of the, I think honestly that might be one of the best hires of the
go screw
offseason.
yourself.
Well, I really wanted to
I thought
really
we
wanted
were
to cut
gonna
off
be
Drew.
relevant to. All right, whatever. My joke was-
What were
it
you
was
gonna say,
a stupid
Pat?
joke.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, now the joke it lost all the momentum behind it.
Jeez. We didn't even
Yeah,
talk about
I
Mike
agree.
The
That's
why
only
Mike's
reason
working
Daniel
out.
Jones got good is because he went away from Brian Dable.
Nah. That's a good one. Mike McDaniel, good hire though. I'll just say that. I like
Yeah,
that. as
I
an
do
OC.
think early. I don't know who did they hire a DC yet. The Chargers.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything.
Depending on that, it could be a good Super Bowl pick for next
Yeah,
year.
I did
them
not expect
Chargers.
McDaniel to take an OC job.
Yeah,
personally.
same.
All right. Next question is going to be a little debate. We are asking the question: should all stadiums be domes, or are we just going to let the boys play? So I'll give my 2 cents real quick. Obviously, this is coming about because of the Patriots Broncos game that happened on Sunday, where snow kind of took over the game, and it was borderline unplayable to have any good offense in that game. Obviously, it was still doable, but they weren't even throwing the ball. Like, either of the teams weren't throwing the ball. So, but also, I think that's football weather, you know? Like, when you think of football, you don't think of indoors, climate controlled, 68 degrees. You know, you think of like those Buffalo games where there's like 6 inches of snow on the ground. You think of like wind all over the place and rain, you know, all the different elements that make football football. So I think you got to let the boys play. But obviously, we've seen so many teams that are opting to have new stadiums that are domes. So that's what I'll say.
Yeah. I guess I'll go next real quick. So I see like the argument for both of these. Obviously, the Broncos Patriots game, around like 5 minutes left in the third quarter, it just snow started coming down, and then the only positive plays that I can remember seeing from that point on, that quarter and a half, was Drake May running the ball. That was it. Running backs were slipping, running backs were losing yards in the backfield. They couldn't pass at all. When they did, wide receivers either dropped them or the pass was just way off target, or I saw one where Drake May, like, the play didn't go exactly planned, so he just immediately chucked it 10 yards out of bounds. It was pretty unwatchable, but it also makes me think, it's like, I'm starting to wonder if they just weren't prepared for that level of snow and wind for that game, because you gotta check the forecast. I don't know what Sean Payton's doing, what Vrabel's doing, but teams have been playing in worse environments before, and it's never been that bad. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it was just a lack of preparation, like the weather forecast shifted right before. I don't know. But I saw a clip of Kurt Warner talking about how he thinks all stadiums should be domes, because like guys like him never really had the opportunity to play in that kind of weather. So it was kind of unfair for him to have to go into these cold environments, and guys like him, like think about Stafford down in LA, also played at Georgia, things like that. They don't really have the experience playing in this cold weather compared to guys like Drake
He lived in Detroit for like
Stafford
10
also played in
years.
Detroit for like 13 years.
with a dome.
But
I'm just talking about right
Yeah,
now.
but
yeah,
he
but they
lived in
practice
Detroit. He can
outside.
handle
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
cold.
whatever. I'm using examples here. It's all off the dome. But
Right on cue.
yeah,
Keep going.
exactly. Yeah, so you got guys like Drake May who are playing in the cold, like a lot every year, multiple games, and then you got guys who may not have that experience, the opportunity to play in the snow, you know. But I see that argument, but I think, like Evan said, like, it's football. I want the unpredictability. I want the crazy weather. Like, let there be some snow. It's like Jameis Winston said, like, God let us play, and I wanna see it. I wanna see the ugly football in the rain, in the snow, wind blowing kicks all over the place. I think that's American football, and I don't think that can change.
I feel like the problem is it changes the play style so much and all aspects of the game. I mean, it makes kicking infinitely harder if it's incredibly windy or if it's snowing and anything like that. Like, it's big aspects where honestly it feels like the best team doesn't always win if the elements are involved. It's just kind of luck of the draw. Because even if you look at this game, it kind of breaks down to where somebody could have been playing really well or had the ball right before it started snowing, and no team capitalized on it realistically. But all it takes is somebody to capitalize in a different game right before the snow starts, get a touchdown, and never look the other way. You know, the other team doesn't even get a fair shake at it because nothing happens the rest of the game. And I feel like there's a difference between when it's snowing out of nowhere like it did and when it snows a lot before the game. I know we've seen a lot of Bills games where it snowed like a bunch before, but actually during the game, I feel like makes a huge difference. And it really is hard to complete passes and everything like that when everything's wet and cold and you can't even see anything. So I don't know. I kind of lean more towards having domes because it lets the football actually be the football and it's not really variable on the weather where any team can kind of get lucky with it.
I feel like this is being blown out of proportion. Like, this game also was between two teams that have really good run defenses specifically. You know, typically in some of these snow games, Drew, you went dark mode now?
Yeah,
Turn the
I
lights
need that.
off.
I need that light off. I was trying to be discreet.
Like, typically, at least in these snow games, like, teams are still having some sort of a run game, but that wasn't the case in this one, and I think that reflects a lot on the defenses, not just the weather.
Well, they weren't really lighting it up before the snow either. They had the Broncos had the one big play, and then they scored off that, and then they're moving the ball a little bit, but it
Exactly.
wasn't the greatest show on turf beforehand, and
I feel
I
like it's
think
hard
that's
to
just
judge
like
in the
I don't
first
know,
half.
that's life. It's like you got to overcome the environment you're playing in, and cold weather
Yeah,
tailgates are also fun.
Ugh.
Unrelated note, like
that's
it's
You could
just
still have
football to
that.
me. No, but then you go inside to some 70-degree arena. It sucks.
how do you dress for that? Like, you
I
wear,
don't know.
like,
Yeah,
6 layers and then tape them all off once you get inside?
Exactly.
right.
Strange. I don't know.
It's
But
fake.
interesting. Leave a comment on what you think. Should we do domes or should we let the boys play? Let us
I
know.
looked it up
While
too,
you're
and
at it,
by early 2030s, 18 stadiums are going to be domed or roofed, which is interesting.
Damn.
Which is
Yeah,
going to be a lot of like the northern ones.
it's gonna be. I mean,
At that
Bears are
point,
gonna have a
that's all of
dome.
them.
Chiefs are gonna have a dome.
How
Yeah.
many
maybe.
more need a dome, realistically?
I don't know. I think it adds to your home field advantage a little bit, you know?
Well, they can get more. They can do year-round concerts and get
That's
Super
the
Bowls and
that's
Final
the problem.
Fours.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot more
international
money in having
soccer.
a dome.
That's a good
Right.
point.
All right. So who do you guys think deserves to win the Super Bowl? I think we all might have a similar answer here. I don't know if anybody thinks the Patriots, but I think the Seahawks deserve it
Patriots.
more because they've had more obstacles to overcome. The whole Sam Darnold narrative is fun. Him getting to prove it to the Vikings and all of his former teams that let him go that he can do this with the right coach, with the right team. I think Mike McDonald had a pretty cool story as well. And then just this defense, like, they're bringing back the Legion of Boom, man. I think that's exciting. And the Patriots had such an easy road to the Super Bowl that they just aren't that appealing of a pick.
I don't know if it's fair to say the Patriots don't deserve it because they have beaten, you can only beat who's ahead of you, but it is kind of frustrating to watch when, they just get off this, once in a lifetime run and then they're, mediocre to bad for 5 years and then they kind of cruise on by not playing, great playoff opponents or regular season opponents for that matter, but
Yeah.
I think saying they don't deserve it might be a little bit harsh, but I definitely get the sentiment of Seahawks deserving it more,
They would have never done this in a normal AFC playoff year with, like, Lamar,
Yeah.
Mahomes,
Yeah.
Allen, Burrow. Like, that
Right.
would have never happened.
But we've been saying all year the AFC is wide open, so
Yeah.
they are one of the
No,
better
Yeah,
they
teams in
taking
the
they
advantage
AFC.
of
deserve
it.
to be there. I don't think they deserve to win.
I agree. I think I like the idea of Sam Darnold, and the Seahawks have really been developing some younger guys the last few years. They moved on from DK and Tyler Lockett, which that was a decision, and it worked out. Sam Darnold, they took a shot, and my boy Tyler Lockett. But yeah, I think Seahawks deserve it a little more. I think they're more of a Super Bowl team. Like, I think even if the AFC was like normal with Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, all those guys, like, I think Seahawks are a Super Bowl worthy team. Patriots, I like the idea of Vrabel winning it. I think he deserves a Super Bowl, but overall I'm picking Seahawks, like, more deserving.
Either of
Matt,
these
you
teams
playing
to
a
win.
game
Yeah,
or
Matt's
No,
playing
I don't
like
want either
doodle
of these
jump over
teams to win.
there.
No, I was waiting for you guys to finish your conversation. I don't
I
want
was
either of
thinking
these
about what
teams
he's
to
gonna
win.
Have you noticed
I
he
have to
only
get all
takes
my
notes
research
when I'm
ready.
talking?
Yeah, I don't care about what you say. I listen to my other guys.
Are you taking notes?
No,
or-
realistically, so I can have everything together. Can I pull up my stats if I don't have my typing going on? Realistically, I don't want either of these teams to win. I would have been a lot happier if the Rams won or if Jarrett Stidham won, but I don't want Drake May to win. Realistically, as a Jane Daniels fan, I want Jaden Daniels to go down as having the most success out of his draft class, and being behind the 8 ball, not being the first one to win a Super Bowl, would make it really hard. So for that reason, I default to the Seahawks. But man, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve shit. They've gone through 2 rebuilds to 2 different Super Bowl winning teams in the last 10 years. F that. Both these teams, they don't deserve it. I want somebody else to win.
That's a horrible
You know,
take.
come on. No,
Yeah,
That's
screw
such a
that.
bad take. The Seahawks.
Screw that.
The Seahawks had an incredible year.
Yeah,
They're-
they did have a great year, and I'm kind of mad about it. They got to
In the
rebuild
NFC,
my
this
whole
is the
life.
toughest the NFC's been in like a decade.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just not saying the
especially that
Patriots deserve
division
it.
too.
Yeah, they had a great year. I'm more salty than anything. The fact that they were able to rebuild in 10 years and go and play for another Super Bowl, and I think they're going to win by like 20 points. So
I don't think it's
That's
crazy to
upsetting.
say. This might be unrelated. I don't know. I don't think it might be crazy to say that Jaden Daniels is a bottom 3 quarterback from that draft class.
From like the main
know, you got-
guys,
You got Caleb Williams, you got Drake May,
both above
you got
Daniels. after
Bo
this year.
Nix. Bo Nix.
No.
You know,
no.
he's better, man.
Even with the injuries
No.
to Daniels this year, I
And
still
then-
have Daniels above Nix.
I would put
Yeah,
Daniels at 4, then Michael Penix, then JJ McCarthy probably.
Okay, are we
That-
forgetting the fact
That's a hot
that
take.
Jaden Daniels led a terrible
Yeah,
team to the
9 is
NFC
pretty
champion?
low.
Hey, so did Bo Nix.
And 9's pretty low.
No, not a terrible team. Bo Nix got carried by a great defense. That's a
Hey.
crazy take. Jaden Daniels had a terrible supporting cast.
He had a good lucky run.
Bo
but
Nix is also a big game manager, like 90% of the time. Like we can't
he's
just
clutch, man.
we can't get
Bo Nix
bogged
is
down in
clutch.
Jaden Daniels getting destroyed by injuries this year. If it's another thing,
I mean-
What's the
then
best
you-
ability? Availability.
Yeah, but if
Apparently,
that's
the
what I'm
best
saying.
ability is having a really good roster. You just mentioned all
That
guys
helps
with way
too.
better
That's
rosters.
also a pretty good
That's-
ability.
That's what you guys are talking about, not
When-
who's
when
the
I'm-
best
when I'm
quarterback.
picking a quarterback, I want a quarterback who is able
Is
to have
playing
a
on
really
a good team?
around him. Yeah.
Matt, I'm
Hey,
with you.
we
That's
call
what it
Tom
sounds like.
Brady. We call Tom Brady the GOAT, but he's had pretty good teams around him his whole career.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, but not
All
like
right, let's move
crazy
on.
good
Let's
teams.
move on.
Well, Matt,
He's
would
had
you
some
put-
crazy good teams around.
Matt, would you put Daniels above May or Williams after this year, with considering the injuries to Daniels? Just out of curiosity, because
I
I
don't
think
think
he at
injuries
highest he can be
have-
3.
All right.
I
hey,
don't
Drew.
think injuries have anything to do with it. I'd put him above at least. I'd probably put him above. both
Hey,
of
all
them.
right, you guys, you're eating up into my segment here.
Well, you don't even have to pick one. Jesus.
Yeah, you don't have a pick this week, but just tell us what happened last week, Pat.
Yeah, so obviously there were 2 games. I had to pick a dog.
13.
The dogs. The dogs overall went 0-2, and I think the week before they went 0-4. So the wells
a
run
tough
dry.
situation.
Not much I could do. Funny enough, I wound up making the wrong pick in terms of who was closer to actually being the dog of the week. Broncos covered. They lost by 3. Rams did not cover. They lost by 4. My bad. I'll be better. So we'll
Well,
keep this around. I don't
so
know. I
you-
kind of have an idea of who it's going to be. I don't know what it's opened up at, but
It opened up at 3.5 for the Seahawks, which is pretty crazy.
Wait, so are you just gonna take whoever's the underdog, Pat, or are you gonna do something different?
well, yeah,
feel
Drew. The segment's called "The Dog of the Week."
But if you don't-
so-
Well, you can
You
go-
don't believe
you can
in
do
it,
dog on like
kinda
money
stupid.
over under.
Yeah.
You can do the over under.
that's not an underdog.
No, but you could take an
Positive money.
over under with
If you
way
take
less.
the under, then it's
yeah,
an
with
underdog.
positive money. Yeah, just make the over under something with a big plus money
You
on
guys
it.
are fundamentally misunderstanding.
Sam
what the dog
Darnold
of the
4
week
plus
is.
touchdowns. Sam
Yeah.
Darnold
Well, you
4
gotta
plus
adapt.
touchdowns.
Just pick
You gotta
something
adapt.
No.
crazy.
No, there's going to be a dog next week. How can I not pick the dog?
Because you might not even
Well, you're backing
think the
yourself
dog's
into a
gonna win.
corner.
Because you don't believe it.
Yeah,
You have to
well, I
believe-
didn't think,
so the
I
point
didn't
of
think
the-
the Rams were going to win, but I went
No.
with them.
The point of the dog of the week is an underdog pick that you think is going to win, plus money that you're confident in. That's why we started dog of the week. And during the regular season, you could pick an underdog team, but now you could pick an underdog prop.
Yeah. I agree.
There doesn't exist.
I
We'll
think
talk
if,
about it off
if you
camera.
think the Patriots are going to win, pick the Patriots. But if not, pivot.
I'm gonna do what I want.
So we're moving on to more of a winning culture over here at Drew's Lock of the Week.
Oh my god.
15 and 12. So last week, I don't know if any of our
Racking them up in the playoffs.
any of our diehard viewers remember, but I went on a rant about how the Broncos were going to win, and then I originally had Patriots spread. But luckily, since I contradicted myself, I switched to Seahawks -2.5 on the pod. That's a win for the boys, 15 and 12 going into the Super Bowl. I simply can't lose unless I pick 3 locks of the week at least next week, which maybe I will. Maybe I'll make it a competition with good old Pat over there. But yeah, 15 and 12, I'm on top of the world, plus 3 units. Patrick is plus like 0.07, I think it was. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Let's move on to games.
Cool.
Thanks, Evan. That
Drew.
was subtle.
Whoa. I'm not done talking about Drew's
Oh, Pat,
crappy
you can talk about
segment.
it. You can talk
Yeah,
about
Drew.
it.
The only reason Drew's ahead of me is because in the wild card round he picked 8 games, and including
And I
like
got every single one
the
right.
Rams, who are minus 6,000 over the Panthers.
Pat, one. I took Rams spread because you guys gave me shit, and I took the loss on that one. But I went 6-0 on those money lines. That's kind of crazy.
Well, a lot of those weren't even
There's-
odds.
Yeah, hey,
Anyways, but-
way to go! You got the Patriots over the
4
Chargers.
of them were
That
even
was-
odds. Go back and look. They're about as even as
They were
money
not
lines can
even
get.
odds.
Patrick was the one picking plus 103 dogs of the week every week. That's why he's losing now, because he has to pick
What
real
What did it
underdogs.
start with? What did it start with? Plus
A
100?
few weeks ago, Patrick picked the 12 and 3 Patriots who are now in a Super Bowl to beat like the 8 and 4 Bills. Like, that's not a dog.
They're playing the Ravens, and they were like 2.5 point underdogs. That's
Yeah, wow.
legitimate underdog.
Wow, yeah.
That's free money.
2.5 points. That's a field goal. The Ravens were a field goal favorite. What do you mean?
No, yeah, no, I'm just saying. There were a lot of 0.5s, a lot of 1.5s, a lot of.
They don't do 0.5s, idiot.
Oh, you were
not
finding
it.
them. You were finding them, Zach.
They don't do that. That doesn't exist.
You were finding them.
All right. Can you guys see this quiz?
Yeah,
Yes.
time to lock in.
What is
Make the
this?
screen bigger.
This is the NFL starting quarterbacks in the Twins. Every quarterback who started a game, we're going to try to name as many as we can in 5 minutes.
This is
Wow, all
rough.
right.
This is
Holy
That's
tough.
ambitious.
So
No, let's do like 7 minutes.
Well, yeah, let's,
Because
we have
can get a
another
lot
one
of
to
let's
get
go
to.
until we stop
Okay.
rattling off names. Which
We
probably,
could
No.
go for a while.
20
I don't know.
minutes
I
straight.
feel like we
What?
run out pretty quick.
No.
Can we like pause it and do the rest off camera?
Honestly, yeah, let's do that.
Sure,
'Cause I
yeah,
think-
we could do
I
Let's
think
that.
we
do
can get a
5
lot.
minutes of this and then do the
5
other
minutes on
quiz.
camera,
Yeah.
and we'll finish the rest. All right, cool. Ready, go.
Philip Rivers, Matt Ryan.
David Blau.
Did you say?
Oh,
Hey,
do we have
new
to go in
OC.
order?
Let's try to go in order.
No.
Brady,
Patrick Mahomes.
Breeze,
Breeze,
Manning,
Manning,
Rodgers,
Rodgers,
Stafford.
Stafford.
Remember, it's to 2019. Flacco, Dalton,
Oh wait, that was 2020.
Roethlisberger,
Wilson,
Newton,
Cam.
Alex Smith,
Alex Smith,
Ryan Fitzpatrick,
Colin Kaepernick.
Fitzpatrick.
How do you
G.A.
know it's him?
Cutler,
Yeah.
Carson Palmer.
Carson Palmer.
Paul-
Yep. That would be Tannehill.
Tannehill.
That would be Derek Carr,
Yep.
Kirk Cousins,
Cousins.
Kirko.
Andrew Luck.
Nick Foles.
Yeah.
No.
No, that would be
Is it?
No.
That would
He's
be
on
wrong
there.
order.
McNabb.
Oh,
no,
Bradford.
Bradford, right.
Bradford.
Bortles.
Let's type in
Maybe.
McNabb while we're here
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, okay. Romo.
Romo.
Oh, wow, they're close. Winston, probably.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Matt Schaub
Yep.
is going to be somewhere. Oh,
Wait,
Houston?
who am I thinking of?
Who played for all those teams?
Kyle Allen is going to be on the list.
What was his name? Holy cow.
Case Keenum? I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's him, but let's. Oh, it is. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it is. It's Colin Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
Sanchez?
Sanchez.
Yeah.
This. Yeah. Or Foles. Well, let's type in Foles anyway. He'll be on there.
Golf.
Goff.
Minnesota.
Hello.
Bridgewater?
Nah,
I don't think
He'll be
He'll
on the
be
list
on
I think
though.
it's
He'll be
yeah.
somewhere. He'll
Who
be
started
somewhere.
in Tampa? Interesting. Okay. Kansas City, Minnesota, Buffalo, Dallas. Jeez, this getting tough. Bortles somewhere?
My God, Emmanuel. What is it?
Oh, we already talked about.
EJ Emmanuel.
Oh,
Emmanuel?
yep,
What was
EJ
his name?
Emanuel. He was on the Bills for a while.
And then they had a couple. Fuck.
Just start naming names now.
Tyrod Taylor.
Boom.
Rex Grossman.
Let's get like
Simeon. Trevor Simeon.
Haskins.
let's get like Trubisky.
Haskins.
Washington and Cleveland. Let's throw in like a Mayfield just for the hell.
Oh,
Gabbert. Yeah. Gabbert.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Josh Rosen.
Good pull.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Sam Darnold. Boom.
Oh, Gino. Oh, he would have already come
Very
up.
good.
Did we do Gabbert with an E?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tennessee, try Jake Locker. Boom. There he is.
It's
There
locked.
he is.
Sam Darnold.
I think
He's
we
on
got
there.
him.
That.
We got him. Oh, yep.
Tyler
Yeah.
Huntley.
Really?
Let's get
No.
like the names that are playing now. Let's get like Burrow. Or I guess we got him already.
Burrow's
Mahomes.
not
Burrow.
playing.
Oh yeah, we didn't even do like Mahomes.
Let's think of all the Browns quarterbacks too. We got like
Deshaun Kaiser.
yeah, I was thinking him. Fuck. Okay, that makes me think of like Flynn for the Packers.
Nathan Peterman.
Yep. Okay. It's gonna be tough. Rudolph, good pull.
This
We
is
want to just
nuts.
pause it there.
Yes.
Let's move on to
See
the
you.
other one.
See you right now. And we're back. We ended up getting 59%, which is 11% better than the average. So
That was rough.
we will take that.
We'll take
No ball.
That's at
our
least
rarest
11 names
Quiz.
you got that.
Tough
of
quiz,
people
ladies
in.
and gentlemen.
our rarest pool was Will Greer, and the name that we should have known the most that we didn't get was Josh McCown. That's too bad.
Yeah.
I'm curious
there
how
were
people
some easy
got
ones we didn't.
or Josh McCown and not Luke McCown.
Yeah, how's that even
Oh
possible?
yeah, that's weird.
I guess they typed the full name in, maybe.
Huh.
Weird.
Huh.
That makes sense.
Yeah, must be.
Interessante.
We did well though.
So we're gonna get into this other game real quick. We're gonna do the same sort of thing, but we're hoping we don't even have to end early for you guys. I think we can get this in 6 minutes. You guys think we can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do it.
I think we can get this done.
Is there
I-
tackles on here?
Let's get a strategy going. It's 10
Or
of
is
each.
it all
right?
offense?
It's probably
It
all
is
offense.
all offense.
That makes it doable.
Oh, okay, good. We can do it.
I
Yeah,
think-
it'll be all the same.
I think we
fast.
do one row at a time.
There's got to be a lot of.
Or
Yeah,
one
just down the list.
One column at a time until we like have nothing else coming out, Then we move on. Try
Yeah.
not to think of
I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Word. Ready?
Yep.
Good
Yeah.
luck, fellas.
Let's go Stafford,
Stafford, Drake May.
Prescott,
Golf.
What do you say, Pat?
golf.
Golf is number
Darnold
2.
could be up
Yep.
there.
Darnold.
Darnold.
Drake
Williams is up there.
Williams is going to be up there.
Yep.
Hmm.
Trevor Lawrence should be up
Herbert.
Just
Herbert.
throws the ball a
Herbert.
lot.
there, like Matt.
Herbert.
said.
I didn't do that.
I want to give you credit.
I think Mahomes might be on there.
No, you crazy? He got hurt so long ago.
He's
Something
something.
or
Yeah.
something.
He was hanging around for a while though.
Okay, who played all year? Think.
What about Jordan Love? I guess he was out for a little bit, right?
Even if you think of someone, say it because it could be somewhere else
Yeah.
on the list.
Lamar.
Lamar. Let's type in Burrow just for
Bryce
the hell of
Young.
it.
He's
Bryce
passing
Young.
rate-
Bryce
passing
Young
rate.
will be somewhere.
Yep.
Um,
Passing
Oh,
touchdowns.
Purdy? Brock Purdy?
what a year
Passing
from Purdy.
passer rating.
100.5 passer.
Shut up.
Shut
Shut up,
up.
Jay.
Okay, I'm
All
gonna
right,
run
who threw
through teams.
Well,
interceptions?
CJ Stroud.
Stroud.
Shader.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Ward. Cam Ward. What?
Nope. He should be on there. I feel like that might be a mistake.
Yeah, this is
All right.
Jets.
Quarterbacks. Who played all year?
We gotta run through the teams. Daniel Jones. He could be somewhere. Mac Jones,
Mac
boom.
I think we got all of the passer rating ones, which is good. But passing touchdowns, we need
Okay. Fields,
That's a good one.
Fields.
nothing. Wow,
Drew.
this guy wasn't meaningful in any stat.
He played like 5 games.
I don't care.
Put in Jane
quarterback.
Daniels and Mariota and see if they got anything. Just naming quarterbacks.
Hurts, good pull. Jackson Dart, baby. Get him on there.
Nope.
No?
He wasn't
Nothing,
on there.
Nothing.
Huh?
Wow, that's embarrassing.
Russell Wilson. He could be on there for interceptions. Nope.
Flacco played a lot of games.
Yeah.
Is he on there for anything?
Wow.
39-31 is going to be somebody who played all year.
Lamar
Smith.
Jackson.
All right, I think I already put him on
Yeah.
there.
Sorry.
We did Rod. No, we did that.
Let's try Gino.
We did Gino.
He's on there.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him
Oh,
interception.
two.
I feel like we're forgetting like a whole division.
I know. We must be, right?
This is sad.
Dude.
Okay, let's move on.
Oh, Bo Nix. Bo Nix.
Yes, there it is. Okay, let's move on from
Forget
quarterbacks. We
division.
need a break from quarterbacks. Jonathan Taylor,
Okay.
James Cook,
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson,
my boy.
Gibbs.
Mhm.
Henry,
Josh Jacobs.
Barkley,
One more.
1350.
H-Chan.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
that's good pull.
Yep.
I always forget about him. Do we have touchdowns? Who are we
Yes.
missing touchdown? Who think fantasy? Who scored a lot?
Pat, who's your other guy? Montgomery?
Montgomery. I don't know how much he scored. Swift. Try Swift. Did we?
Swift got a lot. Charbonnet could be sneaky on here somewhere. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, yep. There he is.
I know he was stealing walkers all year. 20 plus rush plays is insane.
The Henderson. Let's go.
What?
Wow.
I don't think rookies are really on here, if I'm being honest. Starting to get that vibe. Let's do receiving
Receiving.
yards. We should come back to the harder ones.
JSN.
ASN,
Yeah,
Same-
AJ Brown.
Brown, and AJ
St.
Brown. I don't actually. Brown's not going to be on there.
No.
TDs. Who are we missing? I'm getting
Harrison.
ETN,
I don't feel bad about things.
Travis
I
Etienne.
feel bad about
we should have
Etienne.
got.
Yeah.
I tried Henderson, but not Stevenson.
Spencer
That was dumb.
Rattler.
All
I
right.
think Tyler Murray. Yeah, I mean, we would have had to list out every quarterback who started this year
What?
to
Hey,
get those guys.
96.
You know what?
we did 15% better than everybody else. 115 out of 120. We'll take that.
Honestly,
Not
I feel
bad,
pretty
not
solid about
bad.
that.
I did not know
We
Juwan
got-
Jennings caught that many touchdowns.
Me neither.
That's just that
I would've thought it would be
49ers
Kittle on
team.
there.
That's the 49ers team. This
Man,
baller out.
those guys are special.
And Christian McCaffrey over 100 receptions. I don't know if you guys know. He's a running back.
Man.
He's a running back. And he's still
Yeah.
spending time allowing Juwan Jennings get 8 touchdowns. That's crazy. What a phenomenon.
Yeah, how
Dude, it's
good
really
did that
cool how
do
they got
them?
absolutely smoked in the playoffs.
How'd the Commanders do in the playoffs? I know you're dressed, ready to play for a game over there.
We were in the NFC Championship more recently than the 49ers were. That's all I know.
Well, they were in a Super
They're in the
Bowl more
divisional round
recently.
more recently than
I talk about championships here.
Well, we're talking about the
Lose-
championship.
You lost that game and didn't make
We
it
were
to
there,
the
though.
championship.
We were there.
Runner up in the conference
Uh,
championship is big for this guy.
that actually is a big deal.
That is a big deal.
Massive deal. Massive deal.
Yeah.
I personally just want Super
Especially
Bowls.
for like a
Well,
I'll
a
take
rookie quarterback that was like 4th best in his class too. Like that's impressive.
Well,
Dude,
Evan and
shut
I
the
support
F up.
teams with winning cultures, so we just settle for Super Bowls over here. Conference
Oh, Pat does
championships
too.
really don't mean that much.
the Packers are really a big
Packers,
Super Bowl only
yes. Well, the
team.
Packers.
That's a big Super
No,
Bowl.
the,
request.
the
Give it off,
Lions.
Will.
We've won 2 conference runner-ups.
No, the Packers
So
have won
we're-
like Super Bowls though. So you guys really do pretty well with
No,
that.
the Lions have won. My team, the Lions, were 2-time conference runner-up.
For anyone watching,
So we're
Patrick
pretty
Alright.
proud of that.
Rodgers,
We're pretty proud of
Lamar,
that. fact.
Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, all those guys. A lot of good
Yeah.
quarterbacks came through Lambeau.
Yeah, Pat's really happy with the trajectory that Jordan Love is on. He was upset that he got hurt this year.
Yeah, it was so stupid. God.
Okay.
Next
Thank
year,
you guys
then,
for
next year.
watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and follow us on Instagram. And we will see you guys next week. See you.
Adios, muchachos
Later.
and chachas.